Hi guys and welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing a Raw preview, and yeah, once again I would like to thank Sean's Entertainment for doing the General Jerry podcast this week. I have someone very special for you on the next General Jerry podcast, but ladies and gentlemen, that will be announced later on. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all for your support. Let's get in to your Raw preview. But before I do, let's check if you guys can actually hear me. Yes, you guys can. Usually with these Google Plus, there is a lot of fucking issues with it. But anyway, let us continue. Yes, so we have your Raw 5-point preview. Basically, if you're watching this for the very first time, my name is General Jerry, and I cover all aspects of WWE. I do SmackDown spoilers, I do reviews, I do, everything. I'm also doing full live coverage of Night of Champions. So, and like I'm saying, if you're only seeing me for the very first time, make sure to take that time to subscribe. Also, any fans that are looking to get interactive, I do Google Hangouts as well. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure to add me on Facebook, and I will add you on there so you guys can join. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into your 5-point preview. Basically, these are the points that WWE will be doing, and this also gives us a better understanding of what will happen during Monday Night Raw. So let's get into it. How will Seth Rollins retaliate against Sting? Now, Sting has been taking advantage of Seth Rollins for a long time now, since he started off basically, going at Seth Rollins. It's been well documented how I feel about Sting being backstage. Now, obviously, Sting will be on tonight. But what I do believe is that Seth Rollins will take advantage of Sting and actually beat him up at the very end of Raw, basically to make Seth Rollins look a little bit more stronger going into the match. The reason why I say this is quite simple, because Seth Rollins is going to lose against Sting. That's my personal view. I believe Sting will win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and it will go absolutely crazy. People are going to fucking love it. I can't actually, despite, I think this is a pay-per-view I'm actually looking forward to, not because of the other matches, but simply because of Sting versus Seth Rollins. I don't really give a shit about Cena versus Seth Rollins, to be honest with you. I think we all know John Cena's going to win. But anyway, let us continue. Seth Rollins might hold both the WWE and United States titles, but there's no doubt feeling less than golden after last Monday Night Raw, when he suffered defeat to the Intercontinental Champion Ryback. You have to bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins has lost a lot. He got beat by Ryback, who is your Intercontinental Champion. So, excuse me. But yeah, I do believe that Seth Rollins will probably take advantage of Sting on Raw tonight. It will give probably the Children's C Nation more of an incentive to actually watch it. For us, we all know, I mean, personally, I believe Sting's going to win. I mean, if he loses twice, it'll be complete bullshit. And if he does lose twice, then at least there'll be a golden, there'll be something at the end of that rainbow. Not a pot of gold, but a fucking rant. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm primed and I am ready, because if Sting loses, I am going to fucking rant like no tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you need to take that time to subscribe. But anyway, yes, basically what they're building up to is that Seth Rollins will retaliate against the Stinger, so it's going to be interesting. Now, let's get into your next point. Will Nikki Bella make history? Now, this is something where some fans may actually watch. Usually this Divas Revolution's been horseshit, but ladies and gentlemen, something is going to happen, and that's this. Going to Monday night, Nikki Bella will have already tied AJ Lee's Divas record for 295 days as champion. If she turns back Charlotte on Raw's season premiere, she'll become the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. In a WWE.com interview with Michael fucking Cole, Nikki said that she needs to make history on Monday Night Raw, but let's not forget that Charlotte, who made Nikki tap the canvas last week when a PCB member trapped the title holder in the figure 8 lock. Will we witness a similar outcome on Raw? I doubt it. I think Nikki Bella's gonna win. I mean, there's not even a maybe. I think Nikki Bella will overtake AJ Lee's record. Hey, AJ Lee's no longer in the company. Am I happy about it? No, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Nikki Bella will overtake AJ Lee's record. She's all leading up to Raw, she'll tie it. Yeah. Sad day. But ladies and gentlemen, let us continue. Obviously, that match, some people tune in, but just to see if anything crazy happens. But on to something that's actually positive. Who will go to Night of Champions to face the Dudley Boys for the WWE Tag Team titles? Now, the Tag Team titles are on the line on this Raw. The winners will then face the Dudley Boys at Night of Champions. Xavier Woods might have to put his trumpet rehearsals on hold during Raw's season premiere as the New Day prepares to defend their WWE titles against the very game primetime players. Titus O'Neil and Darren Young were victorious alongside John Cena against Kofi Kingston and Big E. And US and WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins last week. Yeah, Seth Rollins lost. Has been losing constantly now. Seth Rollins last week on Raw and will no doubt refresh the opportunity to roll into Night of Champions with the WWE Tag Team titles around their waist. However, whoever walks away with the victory faces an incredible challenge on Sunday night in a title defense against the Dudley Boys. My personal opinion, the Dudley Boys will probably win the tag team titles. I just want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there is indeed rumors and speculation that the Hardy Boys will be returning. They believe that the contract, as far as for Jeff Hardy, his contract expires in February. So there is a chance that he may return to WWE in 2016. Big shout out WJ. But that's the thing. It's going to be interesting because if the Hardy Boys do return, you got the Dudley Boys. Speculation is that Christian will have someone by his side at WrestleMania. Hell, it's going to make the middle of Raw seem more interesting, which I've always said on multiple occasions, the middle of Raw is fucking boring. But let us continue. Who will join Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose against the Wyatt family? We will find out who it is tonight, obviously. Friends Friends are hard to come by, especially when they're looking for a backup against the Wyatt family last Monday night. After Randy Orton seemed to show interest in joining Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose against Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Baron Strowman, the Wyatt family laid waste to the Viper, sending a powerful message to the entire locker room. Rumors are saying right now that Randy Orton will not be at Night of Champions, but there was a source saying that he will be there. So it'll either be Randy Orton or someone else. If it is going to be someone, it has to be someone good. For anyone who doesn't know, the actual person that was supposed to be involved was Sting. Obviously, he's not going to be in it because, well, he's competing for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, but yes, after a malicious trio of the WWE Apex Predator on Raw and an assault on Jimmy Uso on SmackDown, will the Big Dog and Lunatic Fringe be able to find a partner before their 6-man tag match against the Wyatt family at Night of Champions? Who would be bold enough to stand alongside the potentially outmatched brother in arms? It's not going to be Seth Rollins. He's in 2 matches. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, it shall be interesting. Fuck this fucking thing. What new drama will unfold between WWE's most talked about couples? I'm gonna say this very, very quick. TMZ worthy scandal involving Dolph Ziggler, Lana, Rusev, Summer Rae, blah, 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 no one gives a shit, blah, 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 blah. Miss TV on SmackDown, blah, 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 blah. It's gonna happen. Broken wrist while training before a WWE live event. The following Sunday, Summer publicly apologized to the Bulgarian Brute. Blah, 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 blah. I don't give a shit. So yeah, apparently something like that's gonna happen. And that is the last point. Wow. Way to end it on a fucking bad note. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is your 5-point view. I'm gonna get into some of the WWE news right now. So I actually got a new e-cigarette battery. Look how fucking cool that is. Like, cause I was gonna get, cause usually I get like stuff like that, but it's so cool. Like, look at the light. Look at that light. Woo! Anyway, so let us continue. Oh wow, oh Jesus! For anyone who's live right now, you are getting your money's worth. Alberto Del Rio joins an MMA promotion. Holy fucking shit! Former WWE champion Alberto Del Rio has finally signed an MMA promotion after months of speculation. However, at least for now, he won't be settling foot inside the cage. Instead, coming on board as part of the commentary team. I thought he was gonna get in the cage. Oh, what culture, you cheeky bastards! On the commentary team of an Hispanic MMA startup, Alberto Del Rio, who is currently competing as a professional wrestler as Alberto Del Patreon. Sorry, I'm Irish. I get some of the names wrong, but had a decent run in a mixed martial arts earlier in his career as well. For some time, he's been known that MMA promotions are busy courting Del Rio, thanks for the success of wrestling stars like Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, CM Punk, who is yet to fucking fight. But no doubt helped the UFC's bottom line thanks to his promotional value. With Alberto Del Rio having more professional MMA fights than any of the trio, save Lashley, including a classic loss in prime to heavyweight legend and current UFC star as well, and his status as a WWE champion. Alberto's so it does look like he'll be an announcer. Long story short, he'll be an announcer. I really wanted him to fucking actually get into the ring. But yeah, it's worth something. We also have other major news. Earl Hebner is going to be in the TNA Hall of Fame. Wow. TNA Wrestling will induct referee Earl Hebner into the Hall of Fame on Saturday, October the 3rd. It's a show that won't be televised, but Hebner is in Virginia native, so it's a way to honor him in his home state. The following night on TNA's Bound for Glory pay-per-view, so there's a chance they may film some of it on the show during the broadcast. Hebner commented saying, when I received a call from TNA's Executive Vice President of Television and Talent Relations, and he told me I was going to be inducted in the TNA Hall of Fame, I was stunned and my eyes welled up in tears. I've been working for 37 years for this incredible honor. It is rare for a referee to get any sport in a recognized in this way. I'm proud TNA is recognizing me. Yeah, you know what? He deserves it. I think he deserves it absolutely 100%. One of the most favored referees out there, obviously very controversial. There's apparently news about TNA. Gonna check that out. Oh, I hope they don't leave challenge. TNA Wrestling, United Kingdom, according to the Wrestling Observer in the last episode. Yes. Apparently some of the viewership was dropping on Challenge TV, which is... I'm surprised at that, because usually Challenge TV do very well with TNA. Yeah, it's pretty bad, actually. Because I always said, despite what some people think about TNA, they actually do a good job in the UK. But yeah, that's actually very interesting news. Apparently, the viewership isn't good on Challenge TV. I'm very, very, very surprised at that. But yes, guys, I'm also going to be breaking down Sting versus Seth Rollins. As I previously said, Sting will win against Seth Rollins. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I really hope that they do that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is your WWE Raw pre-show. I've also given you a lot of news there as well. So if you are only tuning in, the video will be on in the next like 2 minutes. You can check out as well. So, guys, what do you think? Do you think Raw's going to be shit on a fucking cake? Shout out to Calvin because he fucking loves that joke. But, guys, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. I will see you on the Raw review tomorrow. And also, ladies and gentlemen, full coverage of Night of Champions. And also, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what? I might as well announce it. Not the podcast guest, but ladies and gentlemen, this entire room will be redeveloped. Honestly, I've got something planned for y'all. Okay? I will be redeveloping this whole room. I'm going to be trying to, less pink. It's been well documented about my pink background. But yeah, I'm going to be changing it. About. And yeah, obviously the posters will stay. I'm going to try and get like more posters, like gaming posters there and there and shit like this. And maybe some wrestling stuff because funny enough, I actually don't really have that much wrestling stuff here. Actually, which is apart from t-shirts in there, but yeah, I'm gonna buy a lot of posters and design the whole place. And there'll be a new General Jerry Command Center. Nobody could stop me. I'm only joking, yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for your support. We are now, hopefully, we could be getting 2,000 subscribers because the subscribers is going up and up and up and up and up. Since the Sean Z interview, a lot of you are absolutely loving the content. Yes, reactions again. Reactions will be this is me rambling on, but I will be doing more regular reactions as well. So yeah, more YWC reactions. I'm gonna be like reacting to some YWC members. Also gonna be doing other stuff as well. And do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, the live stream of the Phantom Pain. I'm only trying to get used to it, but yeah, it's a pretty solid game so far. There will be live streaming for about a week, and then I'm gonna do the review because I like taking my time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm like one of those guys that loves like a fine wine. He takes his time, and it feels so good to be on top. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.